Oral Roberts was so a man of God. People will, the press would fight him and all. He did bring the great move of healing to our country,
Yes,
to our world.
Yes, he did.
And he was a man who taught me so much.
He changed the spiritual complexion of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it began, people hated healing. They scoffed at miracles. And by the time he got through, I mean, everybody was. Now, not many men have done that anywhere.
That's
but
right.
He changed the spiritual complexion of this nation.
One time he came to Heritage, and the big barn auditorium, which was going to be our studio and production center and all, I moved out there, and I said, I'm not going to leave. And on stage, we had a big amphitheater, so we were doing our show in the rain, sun, moon, and we had no studio. And I made a stage in front of the big barn, and it was open on both ends, and the wind was whipping through. And so Oral said, I'm going to come and be on your show. And I'm sitting there, and he said, Jim, I've got seed faith I want to put in. He gave me a check for, in the neighborhood, somewhere around $250,000.
Wow.
And he ministered to that audience, and within days, every penny was there, and that building was finished.
Praise
and then he came back to dedicate it. That's the kind of man he was.
Jim, let me give you a snapshot of him. It startled me. This was the first time that I had been invited back to speak on campus there at Oral Roberts University. And I spoke at each one in each department, and then at night in Mabee Center for a couple of days. And we went to his home for lunch. Now you just think of this is so typical of Oral Roberts. He said, you know, he orders everybody around. And he says, now, Kenneth, you should take your shoes off and sit right there on the floor. And he said, Gloria, take your shoes off and sit right here on the floor. Evelyn, take your shoes off. And she said, Oral, I am not taking my shoes off, and I'm not sitting on the floor. I'm sitting in the chair. Well, he had his Bible and his pad out, and oh, man, I thought, glory to God. Whoa, man, is this going to be good? We sat down there. He said, now, Kenneth, teach me about faith.
Wow.
I said, you got to be kidding me. No. See, at that time, I had become an ardent student of Kenneth Hagin on the subject of faith. And he said, you boys have learned things about faith I don't know, and I'm the hungriest man for God you've ever seen in your life.
Wow.
Amazing.
Here he wants his co-pilot to teach him about faith.